All right. Hello, world. Hello, everybody. I'm really glad that you're here. This is a 60-minute powerful flow practice focused on balancing. We'll be doing a lot of balancing on one leg, which means your hips, your glutes, and your core are all going to get a whole lot of love, prepping us to be feeling stable and secure in that one leg balancing shape. As always, I like to give lots of choices for you. So if moving while balancing on one leg is just not feeling like what you're looking for today, there'll be the option to kind of stop in the first pose and really root yourself. Or if you're looking for something a little more dynamic, there's the invitation to make it a little more complicated. But as always, throughout this practice, please do exactly what feels right to you. And if that means pausing the flow to just rest for a little while, that's great. That's the most yoga thing that you can do. In terms of props, we will be using 2 blocks and 1 strap. If you only have one of those things, grab a block or maybe like a very firm pillow or even a thick folded blanket will work. If you don't have a strap, grab a dog leash or a scarf or like something long and a little bit stretchy. There's a playlist linked below if you're interested in listening to it while we practice. I just started my playlist now. We don't need to be perfectly synced up. We're going to get started with one of your blocks nearby, but laying down in your favorite position on your back, whatever feels most restful to you right now. And keep the other block and the strap off to the side. We'll use them towards the end of class. Donkey's coming up. You're making your way all the way down onto your back. Maybe you go for a broken bridge where feet are wide, knees knocked together. Maybe bottoms of the feet touching, knees open wide feels good. Rest your hands somewhere that feels comforting to you and allow yourself to rest. Tune into your breath, just noticing the way it's moving through your body without trying to change anything. Notice the way your body feels, anything that's feeling tight or tense, or maybe even a little bit of pain. Again, not trying to change anything, just becoming aware of what is. And see if you can tap into just a feeling of release here, allowing yourself to stop and just have nothing else to do right now. Let's deepen our breath together, breathing in through the nose. Letting a big sigh out the mouth. Again, like that big in-breath. And a big out-breath, maybe an audible sigh, pushing the air all the way out of your lungs. One more like that, biggest breath yet, breathing in. And breathing out. Give yourself a couple more moments here to settle in. To let yourself be mentally here. You've shown up physically. I know at the end of the day, that's one of the hardest things to make space for, but you've done that. Can you clear out the space mentally so you can stay here just for 60 minutes? Take 3 more big, slow breaths on your own, nice and easy. Good. When you're all done, start to pull your knees into your chest, giving your legs a hug, checking in with the low back for a moment, maybe rocking side to side. And then grab for your block, or if you've got a big thick pillow or blanket, and put it in between your legs. We're setting up for some bridge pose. Wiggle your feet a little closer to touch so they're parallel to each other. Palms rest down at your side. As you breathe in, squeeze the block between your thighs. Gently lift the hips up. Hold and breathe here. Keep hugging the block with your thighs. And notice if there's this sway in your low back, this arch. Can you send your tailbone more towards your heels, feeling the glutes turn on, feeling the strength of your hamstrings supporting you? Maybe wiggle your shoulder blades closer together at your back. But if you notice your rib cage is splaying up here, can you draw the ribs together, feeling the core hug in? Keep squeezing the block, push your feet into the earth. 3 breaths here. Noticing any heat building through the legs, through the glutes. Beautiful job. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. Keep hugging the block. We'll flow 4 times. Matching breath to movement. Inhale, bridge, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Again, breathing in. Breathing out really slow. We're halfway there. Inhale. Last one, embracing any burning, any heating up of the legs. Inhale. And exhale all the way down with control. Nice job. You can relax your legs. Take the block out from your thighs. Put it underneath your sacrum. This is not your low back. It's not your butt. It's the flat part at the base of your spine and pelvis. So this should feel supportive underneath your body. Let your left leg squeeze up and in and stretch the right leg long in front of you. This is my current favorite hip stretch. Does a lot for us. We'll focus on movements with engagement with the left leg first. Squeeze the left knee up and out towards the left armpit, really squeezing with your arms, and then resist the squeeze with your leg. So leg is pushing against your hands. You might feel that in the inner, maybe the outer thigh. Keep this with the left leg, and now think about stretching the right leg long away from you. Maybe as you continue to breathe, you experiment with gently firming the right glute, not a squeeze, but notice how that shifts the sensation in the front of the right hip. Relax your face. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, gently release, and we'll swap out the legs. So nice and easy. Right leg squeezes in, left leg crawls away from you. Start with awareness through the right leg, squeezing the knee up and out towards the right armpit. Resisting the power of your strong arms with your legs, really getting that active stretch through the right inner outer hip. Keep this engagement on the right leg. Stretch the left leg long. Imagining someone was tugging your hip flexors in the front of your left hip just 1 inch longer. Maybe you play with firming the left glute here, just seeing how that feels. 2 more big, slow breaths. Gently bring the left leg back up to center, and then both feet come flat onto the ground. Next are open books, which are really good for your chest. We're going to use this block in between our thighs as an option to help keep the hips stable. So put the block between the thighs like it was for bridge, and then lean your knees over to the left side. Stretch the left arm long out to the side. Right arm comes to touch it. And as you breathe in, slide your right hand across your arm, across your chest, and open like an open book. Ha, ha, ha. And you're going to stay here for a couple breaths. Think about lengthening through both arms. Keep a gentle hug on your block to help keep your hips stacked. This allows the chest to do the opening here rather than letting your hips tug towards the side and help. You can gaze in whichever direction feels better for your neck. Take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, come back to the way we started. Arm comes over, back to the left. Again, like that inhale. You can also take the arm up like a big rainbow if that feels better to you. And then we stay for the exhale and 2 more big, slow breaths, allowing the chest, the shoulder to open. Nice job. Bring the right arm back up and over, and we'll do one more like that. Inhaling to open up, big and long, huge wingspan. Breathing out, allowing the body to settle and open as it's ready. At the bottom of your second exhale, you can return to starting position and then shift your weight onto your right hip. We'll do the same thing on the other side here. So knees knock over towards the right, block is still between you if that helps. You keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Right arm goes out long, left palm comes to touch. As you inhale, big reach up and over with the left arm. 3 slow breaths here to start. Nice job. One more round here. Good. Let your next breath in take you up. And exhale back to starting position. We'll do this 3 times, moving slowly. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, stay and take one more slow, full round here. Good. Intentionally return back to starting position with a full round of breath. 2 more. So let's notice the way your body, it might have felt impossible at first, but as you ease into it, bringing the breath, allowing the body to stretch and open, things can change. Then returning to start. And one more here, breathing in to open and expand. Breathing out to settle and stay. Full round here. Nice job. Return yourself to starting position. Amazing. We've got 2 more delicious things on our back. These will start to engage the core. Okay, we're going to dead bug next. You're laying down on your back. Bring your knees to stack up over your hips. Shins are parallel to the ground. Toes flex back towards your shins. I want you to think about smooshing your low back down to the ground. So no space between your low back and the earth. Your knees probably came a little back towards your chest. Now use your hands, manually push your legs away from you. So back stays squished down. Knees are right over your hips. Holding this, bracing through the core, keeping the legs far away, toes flexed. This is already a lot of work for the core, so you can stay like this. See if you can continue to breathe fully while you maintain this steady support. If you want to move a little bit, you can use your block. We're going to press it against the left thigh first. So push block into thigh, push thigh into block. This is another great place to stop and just hold. If you want a little more, keep this engagement on the left leg as you inhale, lower the right heel any amount. And as you exhale, lift it up, really slow and controlled. Let's do 2 more on this side. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Awesome control. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. You can release the block. Take a second to hug your knees into your chest. Just a little reset. And then we're going to set up on the other side. So knees over hips, shins parallel, feet flex back. Squish the low back, then move the knees back into position, re-engaging through the core. Option to stop. Option to bring the block to touch on the right thigh now. You're squeezing block into leg, leg into block. You can stop here or for a little more. Breathing in, lowering the left heel any amount. Exhale to lift. Awesome. 2 more. You can do it. Inhale. One more. Relax your face. That was a note to myself. Exhale to lift and release. Nice job. Hug your knees into your chest. Last one here. You don't need the block. Knees hug into your chest. Drop them off towards the right side. Send your arms out wide like the letter T. And then bring your knees back to center. Let the legs drop over towards the left side. We're going to move between these 2 movements here, matching our breath. And you hover your knees. This is a really fun time for the core. So hands stay where they are. Inhale, knees come to center. Exhale, hover them off towards the right side. For a little more, you can straighten your legs any amount. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hover to the left, staying controlled through your core. Good job. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, really slow. Exhale to the left. Do 2 more rounds because we can. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. You've got 1 more round. You can do it. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover left. Don't quit. Inhale, center. Exhale, give your knees a hug, giving the low back a little moment of appreciation for all of its work. And then we are going to make our way up into a seated position. We're not going to cat and cow yet. If it feels good to rock and roll the length of your spine, try it a few times. If it doesn't feel good, we will meet in a seated position in 4, in 3, in 2, and in 1. Seated is where we meet. Feet are out in front of you. You can rest your hands behind you, but keep this support through the hands and chest. So you're lifted up through the heart. Feet are wide. We're just going to start to windshield wiper through the legs a little bit. Dropping them off to the left, bringing them back up, dropping them off to the right. We're about to spend just so much time standing on one leg. So kind of giving the low back, the hips, the core a little extra love as we get ready to work. I don't know. Keep breathing here. A couple more rounds of breath. Starting to introduce some internal rotation into the hips, which if you don't do much of this movement often might be feeling like a little uncomfortable. It's okay. Let's do 2 more full, slow rounds of breath. Nice job. At the end of your last round, make your way into a tabletop position for some good old cat and cow. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees, hands are spread wide on the mat. Front body hugs up to meet the back body. As you inhale, lower the belly, lift the chin. Keep breathing. Take a little time here just to experiment with some side to side, some front to back movement. Just notice how this feels. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, cat pose, rounding and curling the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Push the tops of your feet and your hands into the ground. Find a couple of breaths here to explore. Good, and then I'm setting a timer for 1 minute. Start to flow between cat and cow, adding in anything else that comes to mind or that you sense your body is asking for. Keep the breath steady and full. Nice job. There's no wrong way to do any of this. So keep playing, keep breathing. You have about 30 more seconds. Good. Finish 3 more rounds of whatever you're working on. Nice job. We'll meet in a static tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath you. Walk your hands forward, at least a handprint. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Several breaths here to pedal out through the feet. Getting out any cracks, any tension through the feet and Achilles, maybe the calves. Keep your hands spread wide on the mat. Pushing your hands into the earth, not just the heels of your hands, but your finger pads and the knuckles that connect your fingers to the earth. This is how we build strength in our hands and find more stability in this shape. Breathe in here. Big breath out, relax your neck. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet up behind your hands. Let your torso hang heavy. Find whatever feels good to you here. Maybe a twist, maybe a chest expansion. Maybe grabbing the back of the neck, letting that little added weight gently tug your spine a little longer. Good, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, relax your fingers back down towards the ground. Bring your feet a little closer to touch. Bend your knees really generously. And as you inhale, lift yourself up to stand with control. Nice job. Take your time getting there. All right, before we move on to our next little sequence here, we're going to talk about the feet. We're about to spend a lot of time balancing on the feet. Your feet are your feet. You're used to standing on them, but start to shift your weight forward and backward, side to side here. Just noticing what it feels like to feel into the toes, feeling into the ball mount, feeling into the heel. And start to see if you can even out your weight between both feet and between all parts of the feet, really using the full surface area to support you. Nice job. Now, with your feet rooted, the arches of your feet engaged and popping up, start to draw energy up the legs, firming through the quads, through the glutes. And if you notice, you're kind of doing this like Kardashian butt thing. Take the sway out of your low back. Think about drawing your core up and in and sending your tailbone down. Good, legs are so strong. As you inhale, reach the arms up high. This is mountain pose. And as you exhale, bend to the right. You can grab a steeple grip with the hands. You can do so many things with your arms, but your legs are staying strong here. It's from the strength and stability of the legs that we're lifting up out of the hips and then finding some movement. One more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bend to the left. You're rainbowing up and then over, hips bump off to the right. Relax the right shoulder. Keep the engagement through the core, through the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, nice. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, little back bend, lift up through the heart, option to cactus the arms. Think about lifting through your sternum more than sending your back backwards. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, option to soften the knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and pause. Plant your palms shoulder width distance apart, legs step straight back. Feet closer together for more of a challenge. Start to shift your weight forward and back here. Let's engage the whole body to help us stay strong in plank. Start with the legs. You're squeezing the thighs and the glutes. You're hugging your hip points up towards your belly button to turn on the core, pushing the hands and the fingers into the earth, just like in down dog. Then energetically hug your thumbs towards each other to turn on your pecs. Gaze is straight down and a little in front of you, so the back of your neck is long. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower to your belly. Option to drop to your knees first. Flip your toenails to press into the mat. Slide your palms down to your lowest ribs. Cricket your elbows behind you as you breathe in, cobra pose. Breathe as you hold here. Drag your heart forward and up. Again, back of the neck is long. Gazing down, maybe about a foot in front of you. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Drive your hips and your toes into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, tabletop or high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our sun A. Let's match breath to movement now. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, strong legs. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, little back bend, lift the heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and hold or lower to your belly, your choice. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go through one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Nice job. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, high plank and hold or lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Let's move on. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down and back. Reach your arms up and forward. We're here for several breaths. Breathe. If you're feeling pain or discomfort in your low back, think about tucking your tailbone. This is a lot on the shoulders. Bring your palms to touch at heart center. Shift your weight backwards so you feel your glutes and your hamstrings working more than your knees or your quads. Engage your core here. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach 1 inch further forward. As you exhale, chair plane, send your fingertips back behind you. Chest draws up and forward. Like in cobra pose, pinch your shoulder blades together. Option to gaze down for the neck. We're gonna lift the left leg here. Inhale, one leg mountain. Lift the left leg. Pause and breathe here. This is like the first bus stop. You can stay here. We're gonna move through 2 other shapes. You can grow roots down through this right leg. Keep the left thigh parallel to the earth and strong. If someone came to try to knock you down, you would not move. Toes flex back. You can stay here. Think about embracing the core. You could think about that. Thinking about keeping the arms long, but the shoulders soft. If you'd like to move on, take a breath in here. As you exhale, curtsy backwards, left toes go back and then off to the side, palms come to your heart. Just like in chair here, shift your weight to your hamstrings, to your glutes. Option to rest the left toes on the ground or hover them for more of a challenge. Stay here, you're doing great. Inhale, one leg mountain, come back with control. If you're still in one leg mountain, I see you, you're doing amazing. As you exhale, figure four, left ankle crosses over the right knee, hips sink back again. If you're wobbling all over the place, it's all good. Maybe there's a wall nearby you can go to for support. Actively flex your left toes back towards your shin. This might feel like a stretch in the outer left hip. Right hip might be screaming at you. That's great. That was in fact by design. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Send your fingertips back, float the left toes back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up and back. Pause here. Squeeze the back glute. You might feel a similar stretch across the front of the left hip as when we were laying down on the block. Think about trying to scrunch your mat together underneath you, hugging the feet towards each other. Core is still strong here. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep your chest lifted. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Stay and breathe here. Hug the heels towards each other. Find a generous bend in the front knee and take a gaze down at your toes. If your knee is pointing in towards your big toe, either adjust your foot so your toes angle outward, or think about rolling this inner thigh back behind you. This is external rotation in the hip. Arms are out long at your side. Doing amazing. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm comes forward and down. Left arm is high. Breathe here. Stay. I know the legs are tired. Can you use the back leg for more support? Pinch the pinky edge of your foot to the mat. Engage through your left glute. Stay lifted through your torso by engaging your core. Amazing job. Keep the right leg as it is. Inhale, reverse warrior. Leg is screaming. You're stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. Can you find more space in your left side body, even though you are bending that way? Can you find less crunch, more lift? Relax the right shoulder. Can you find a tiny 1 degree more lunge into the right leg? Yes, you can. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Option to lower to your belly. Good. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to go real slow on the other side here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back. Reach up. Stay and breathe here. Shift your weight backwards. Feel the strength of your hamstrings, your glutes. Again, if this is a lot for the low back, think about tucking your tailbone underneath you. See if that helps. Always the invitation to bring the palms to the heart. You think about lengthening your spine here, lifting up through the chest, not a back bend, just a lift. So good. Inhale here. Exhale, chair plane, just the arms go back. Pinch the fingertips together. Imagine you're squeezing a beach ball behind you. Lifting up through the heart here. Fingertips stretch away from the body. We're lifting the right leg now. Inhale, lift the right leg, one leg mountain. Hold and breathe here. Take a minute to get acquainted with balancing on this side. This might be the side that is tougher for you to balance on. That is okay. Notice any story that starts playing in your head about, I'm not going to suggest to you mean things to say to yourself in your head. You can probably fill in the blanks yourself. Think about embracing the way that balancing is never just about staying completely perfect and still. It's always about adjusting to unforeseen changes. You can stay just like this, or you can move on. Inhale. Exhale, curtsy, squat, right leg goes back and around, shifting the weight to be supported by the hamstrings of the left leg. You lengthen your spine here, lift your heart up to meet your palms at your chest. Inhale, one leg mountain, come up with your best control. Exhale, figure four, right ankle crosses over left knee, palms come back to the heart, sinking the weight back. Might feel really nice on the outside of the right hip after how much it worked for you on the other side. Sink as low as feels good to you. Keep your gaze fixed somewhere a couple feet in front of you, something non-moving. Inhale, one leg mountain, come back up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Palms go back to hug the beach ball, float the right leg back. Good, feet are on parallel tracks. Inhale, crescent lunge. Keep the legs, reach the arms up. Take a moment here to breathe. We're stretching through the right hip. We're growing stronger in both legs. Gently squeeze right glute, lifting the heart up, reaching your fingers to the sky, breathe. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Stay and breathe here, adjust your feet as you need to, back foot parallel-ish to the edge of the mat. A challenging lunge in the left leg. Nothing impossible, but something you know you have to push yourself to stay committed to. Think about rolling this inseam of the left pant leg back behind you. Send your arms out long at your sides. Lift the left arm up more than you think. We usually think we're parallel, but we're like, pew! Even. Good. Give your fingers a little wiggle, just because. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay strong through the legs, opening up. Good. Squeeze the right glute. You're pinching that pinky edge of the right foot down while your arms stretch away from each other, lengthening, look up or down. Maybe you even experiment with lifting the left arm. Again, any amount, just to check in with how supported you feel by the core here. Keep this leg bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Just a little more, you can do it. Maybe you do, give it a straighten for a minute, go right back into it. Good. Square your shoulders towards this long edge of your mat. This is a side bend more than a back bend. Relax the left shoulder, breathe in here. Exhale, high plank to your belly, cartwheel down, step back. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Good, we're gonna flow through this just once on each side, matching breath movement. Again, if the movement is more than you're looking for with that balance, stay in one leg mountain while we do the other two shapes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, chair plane. Lift the left leg. Inhale, one leg mountain, left leg up. Stay or exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, one leg mountain, awesome control. Exhale, figure four. So good. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, float back, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, crescent, squeeze the back glute. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep the leg bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down, high plank to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Last side, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink to your lowest, you got it. Exhale, chair plane. Lift the right leg, inhale, one leg mountain. Stay or exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, figure four, awesome control. Inhale, one leg mountain. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms, float back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to heart. Open up, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high plank. Option to go to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lower down to your knees. Option to find child's pose or your favorite resting pose if child's pose is uncomfy. Take a moment here to acknowledge your effort. Checking in with the breath, noticing the way the body feels. You might try kind of windshield wipering your forehead side to side on the mat. It feels really nice to release tension from the forehead. Soften the palms of your hands, relaxing through the shoulders, allowing your hips to grow heavier down towards your hips. Maybe you crawl your fingertips forward a little bit, allowing the spine to lengthen as it decompresses. Three more big, full breaths. Nice. We'll move through one more set of balancing shapes. If you'd like to go on with us, you can meet in downward facing dog. If you're like, oh my gosh, child's pose, I've missed you, please stay. You can always rewind this video. I mean, if you're Carl and you're doing it across the room from me, you cannot rewind this. It's live, but you know what I mean. All right, downward facing dog is where we meet. A little bit more balancing, and then we're gonna stretch it out. Lots of love for the hips and the glutes coming soon. Breathe in, kick the right leg up high. As you exhale, bend your knee, allow the hips to open, stacking the hips. Maybe you draw circles with the knee. Maybe you just allow gravity to open here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg high, hips are in line with each other. Exhale, low lunge, squeezing the side of the chest, stepping through. Okay, if it takes a few steps. Now shift your weight to your right foot, big transition coming here. As you breathe in, we're moving to one leg mountain, and we're gonna step the left leg up, hug it into the chest, and bring ourselves to stand. Do your best. One leg mountain is where we meet. And as you exhale, eagle pose, left leg goes over the right, left arm under right. Couple options here. If it's hard to weave the palms to touch, you can try for a big bear hug, or maybe try just pushing the elbows together and still trying to lift them up in line with your face. Big opening for the shoulders. Sink your weight further back. Allow yourself to lower your center of gravity, but lean the shoulders back so you're standing tall. Unwind the leg, come back to one leg mountain, breathe in. Exhale, dancer's pose. Option to take a little rest if you need it in between. We're grabbing for the inside edge of the left foot, inside edge. Kiss your knees to touch. As you breathe in, reach up through the right arm. And as you exhale, kick the left leg into the foot, kick, kick, kick. And then start to reach the right arm up and forward. You're looking to make a big U shape with your body. This is more of a back bend Then a like, look, I tipped all the way down, but that's cool too. Good, keep the breath, we're almost done. Stay steady. Good. Gently return yourself to center, back to one leg mountain. Breathe in. As you exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain, nice job. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog, straight to down dog. We'll do that on the other side here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Find what feels good to you here. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot between the palms. Transitioning to one leg mountain here. As you inhale, hug the left knee up into the heart. Bring yourself to stand. You got it. Option to stay here, or as you exhale, eagle pose. Right leg over the left, right arm under the left arm. Find whatever opening in the shoulders feels good to you here. Stay connected to your core, sink down and back, then lean the shoulders back. Bring more breath, more breath. Start to unwind back to one leg mountain, moving on to dancer's pose. Kick the right foot back, grab the inner arch. Squeeze your knees together, inhale to prepare. And then exhale to kick the right leg into your right hand, reaching the left arm up and back. Finding that proud chest, like in cobra pose. Oh my gosh, there's a piano behind me. Don't let it distract you, keep breathing. Gently return yourself to center. Last breath in, one leg mountain, lift the right leg. And exhale, hands to heart, both feet on the ground, nice job. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our last down dog of practice, so find whatever you need here. And when you're ready, lower down to your knees, locate your second block here. And maybe also locate your strap. We don't need it yet, so just keep them nearby. I'm gonna do a little modified camel flow. We've done a lot of control for the front body. We're gonna allow some opening through the chest, through the core. So you can start, a couple ways to start. You can either start kneeling or like with child's pose legs, knees as wide as feels good. This is up to you. Put your blocks outside of your feet on either side. We'll start with the right hand on the right block. As you breathe in, lift your hips up, pushing them forward. Reach the left arm up and back. Hold and breathe here. If this feels iffy on the low back, come back down. If you feel supported, glutes are engaged, pushing forward. See if the strength of the back body helps you find an opening through the front body. Option to drop your head back if that feels okay. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, come back down to center. Let's find that on the other side. Left hand on the left block as you inhale, pushing the hips forward and up. Right arm reaches up and back. Big opening across the front of the hips, front of the belly, the chest, even the shoulders a little here. Soften through the face. Reaching through the fingertips, breathe in. As you exhale, come down. We'll flow now just 2 times, matching breath to movement. Right hand on right block. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Other side, inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Last time through, inhale, reach. And exhale, come back down. Last side, inhale. And exhale all the way down. Nice job. You can have a seat flat on your butt. Don't need these blocks right now, keep them nearby. We're gonna do 2 forward folds here. So if you like to do 1 wide leg, 1 together, that's cool. You can do 2 of them together. Start by sending your legs out long, wiggle out any flesh from underneath you, flex your toes back towards your face. As you inhale, reach up high, body is strong and long. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, drape your heart over your legs and land wherever feels right to you. Back can be straight or rounded, knees can be straight or super bent. You can be still or find a little rocking motion side to side. Start to gently roll yourself back up. And we'll go right back into a second fold. You can do the exact same thing. You find a different kind of version of it, breathing in to reach up high. And then breathing out to settle in. Keep breathing. Gently return to a tall seat. Grab for your strap or your dog leash or your scarf, and then let yourself come all the way down onto the ground. You can keep the left leg really long, or you can bring your foot onto the earth with your knee pointing up high for more support on the low back. Bring your strap around your right foot. We're going to just do some nice stretches. So no wrong way to do this. You're just helping yourself reach something that might be out of reach otherwise. Keep your low back glued onto the ground. Think about sending the heel of your foot up towards the sky. Stretching through the back of the hamstrings. You can bend your knee as much as feels good. Relax your shoulders. Ease up on the strap a little bit, take a breath in. And as you exhale, let the right leg open up to the side as much as it wants to, stretching the inner right thigh, inner hip. Maybe you play with pointing and flexing the toe here, noticing what sensations feel best to you. With control, bring yourself back to center. Hold the strap with your left hand. Bring your right hand to pinch your right hip crease. So we're going to make sure that this right hip stays down on the ground as we let the right leg fall across your body. It will be probably just a little bit. We'll feel this along the outside of the right leg, maybe all down the leg, maybe just kind of along the IT band where the leg connects to your hip. Again, you can play with pointing and flexing the foot, but keep the right hip pinned down. Find 2 breaths. Good. Gently return to center and we'll swap out the legs. So right leg rests on the ground in whatever way feels most supportive. Left leg comes up. Start to find a stretch just along the back of the right leg that works for you. Consciously relax through your body, through your chest. Let up on the leg a little bit. And allow the leg to fall open next. It's okay if this side feels really different than the other. Maybe finding some movement with the foot and the ankle. So gently return to center. Hold the strap with your right hand so the left hand can pin the left hip to the earth. Flex your toes back towards your shin and start to guide the left leg off towards the right. Stop wherever feels good to you. Keep breathing. So gently return to center. You can let this leg go from the strap, pull yourself into happy baby pose, knees hug in, feet go up towards the sky. Maybe you're grabbing for the backs of your knees or towards your shins. Finding any last movements for the legs, the hips, the low back. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest, pulling yourself into a ball, letting your whole spine rest long on the ground. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, find your final resting pose, whatever feels good here. Let your hands rest somewhere where they feel soft and open. And as you take a big breath in, feel the body fill up. And as you breathe out, let something go. Two more like that, preparing the body to rest. Inhale. And exhale. Last one's on your own. Continue to breathe. If the mind has started to race and think and plan, see if you might find a way to relax your body more. Softening through the shoulders, through the toes, through the forehead and the jaw. Sometimes finding a settled body makes it easier to find a settled mind. Continue to rest here, breathing and softening, and I'll wake you up when it's time. You can stay here and continue to rest for as long as your time allows. But if you're ready to be guided out, start to deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently waking up along the edges of your body. Making your way into a big full body stretch, maybe even stretching through the face, through the jaw. Just taking a moment to acknowledge the space you made in your body by showing up, staying here, allowing yourself to be present on your mat. And when you're ready, roll onto one side, gently push yourself up to a seat. Moving slowly to protect any feelings of ease or peace that you found. And from your favorite seated position, we'll end with 3 big breaths together. As you breathe in, reach your arms up high. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, hands to heart, relax the shoulders. Again, breathing in, grabbing something really good. Breathing out, pulling it down to your heart. And one more time, breathe in, biggest breath of all Wednesday. Biggest breath out. Lift your thumbs to your third eye center, merging heart and mind. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, safe, and free. Bow in gratitude to each of you for this amazing practice. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, as always, practicing with me. I'll be back on Monday with a little 10-minute, 15-minute situation. But until next time, I hope you take good care of yourself and someone else if you can too. Thank you so much.